A king had 4 wives. He dealt with each one of them in a different manner. He loved the 4th wife the most. He gave her the best clothes, best jewels, gave her so much of time, affection, energy. He would become extremely concerned with each one of her issues. The 3rd wife received sufficient attention. And the king would use the 3rd wife to show off to all the others in society and would feel very proud of the 3rd wife. The 2nd wife was used by the king to actually confide in, and the king would be in great anxiety. He would go to the 2nd wife and spend hours sharing his sorrows, discussing his sorrows, and trying to understand how he can be relieved from his anxiety. The 1st wife was the one whom the king neglected the most. The king never gave her time, never gave her energy, never gave her any attention. The 1st wife would be totally loyal to the king. She was constantly waiting when the king would reciprocate patiently, but the king never even looked at her. The day came where the king was about to die. On his deathbed, the king called all the 4 wives. He first looked towards the 4th wife and said, "You are dearest to me. I am going to die. Please tell me how you can help me." And the 4th wife said, "Well, if you are going to die, I cannot do anything about it. I am going to leave you right now." And she left. The king was shattered, thinking, "I gave her all my love, all my energy, all my attention." Turned to the 3rd wife, said, "Hey, I was always so proud of you. How will you help me at the time of death?" The 3rd wife cast her glance down on the floor, said very sadly, "Well, after your death, I will go and marry some other king. I cannot do anything beyond this." The king was crestfallen, turned to the 2nd wife and said, "I have great hopes from you." The 2nd wife said, "Yes, I know. You would spend a lot of time confiding in me, sharing your sorrows with me, but after your death, the maximum I can accompany you is only till the grave." The king turned to the 1st wife and didn't even look at her, but the 1st wife actually came in front of the king and said, "My dear king, I am loyal to you. I will serve you diligently. And even after your death, I am willing to continue serving you." Dear friends, each one of us have 4 wives in our own lives. The 4th wife is the body. We put so much of energy, attention decorating the body, keeping it healthy, but at the moment of death, it abandons us. The 3rd wife are our possessions. We spend a lot of energy creating those possessions, creating property, and we love showing that to others. We use that to gain respect in society. The 2nd wife is family, friends, relatives, and society. And we use them to share our joys and sorrows. But they can only come with us till the grave. The possessions will go to other people, just like the queen was going to other king. And finally, the 1st wife is actually the real person. We are not the body, we are the soul. And therefore, the only thing which never abandons us is our spiritual consciousness. And is it not a fact that we spend least time cultivating our spiritual consciousness? Is it not a fact that we practically neglect and abandon our spiritual pursuits and goals? Therefore, it is described, Naikatra priyasamvasa suhridam chitrakarmanam oghena vyuha mananam plavanam srotasoyata. Just as straws of grass come together in a river, stay for some time and then separate, like that all of us come together with this body and others for some time and get separated. Let us invest our energy, time and focus on our spiritual consciousness and experience real peace.